Hey, welcome back. Another very quick review of another storage product, and this is the Battlefoam Mini. I actually purchased this thinking I would use it for when I go on business trips, to throw just a couple models in with a few paints and be protected. First thing I notice is it's pretty hard shelled case. It really would do a good job protecting inside a suitcase. I have no issues with the durability. Comes with about somewhere between 3.5 and 4 inches of foam. It looks like 3 3/4 maybe. Could probably get 4 inches in there because there's a little bit of height there. It's got a bag here that you can use, and it is total of about 11.5 inches. You know, with the handle, you're looking at about 8 inches of space, maybe 11 inches of space taken up in your bag, with a depth of 4 to 4.5 inches. So, does it do what it says it will do? Absolutely. It's a very small one. Is it good for what I wanted it for? Yeah, probably not. I would not do what I did. This is not something to take on trips unless you're going international or something like that where you really need a lot of the protection. What I've found much better is to get a Ziploc bag with my paints and a Ziploc bag with my minis wrapped around them. I usually wrap them in some toilet paper or some foam or something. And I can put them in corners of my hanging bag or in a smaller bag, and then I can have my handles and my brushes all in a separate little Ziploc. Takes up much less space. However, if you've got partially painted minis that you're worried about scratching up, then maybe something like this would be of value. Where I think this is a better option is if you're doing small skirmish games, something with some cards and dice and that sort of thing, then I think this would be pretty useful. But like I said, it is a standard Battlefoam product. I cannot remember what I paid for it. I will put it on the screen. From a price standpoint, it's not that expensive, so if you want to give it a try, it's really not much of an outlay, and you could build your own foam for it pretty darn easily. The one thing is, you can't get a whole lot of decent sized minis. So if you could maybe get a few Space Marines, Terminators, maybe anything bigger than that's not really going to work in here. I've been doing Shadow of Brimstone with it, and all the monsters were just too big to really make this a feasible solution. But for small minis in a small skirmish game and something you want to throw in your backpack or just throw in the back of your car, I think it's a great little bag, just not really useful for what I thought it would be. So just a quick comparison just to show what I was talking about. So here is a Terminator, one of the old Terminators, a Gene Stealer, just an Eldar. But you can see it's not quite tall enough for the Eldar, so you would have to use one of these bigger ones here. A little Tau Warrior, though, on the other hand, fits kind of nicely in there. But then if you get into bigger things, Shadow Brimstone, you're going to eat up most of your space with those. And then just for some extra comparison, so those are just standard dropper size of paint. So it gives you a good feel of what you could do. You could get some paints in there. You could throw some of your smaller models, throw some brushes in there. So it'd work okay, but I think it just takes up too much space in a suitcase to make it worth it. For traveling around town, pretty good. So with that said, I know that that's not a whole lot, but hopefully that gives you some help.